This meeting is being recorded.
What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. It might be a little background noise around me, but I promise you it's for good reason. We have some cool stuff to show off today. All right, so the Zoom room can hear me, but YouTube, can y'all hear me? And also, customer happiness, if we can remove, okay, and then also go ahead and minimize where it has the images. Let's everybody turn off the camera. And customer happiness, if you can move the camera view from the Zoom, either minimize it or move it off of the screen so it won't be blocking Photoshop. All right, all right. Awesome. So I take it you all can hear me on my earpiece? All right. So I want to do a little recap of yesterday. What's on my screen should be pretty familiar here, right? We did this design yesterday and I showed you how to flip it a few different ways to turn it into a menu, to also turn it into a welcome sign, a t-shirt design. And today I'm going to be showing you how to take the elements from this design and turn it into a cube. And if we have enough participation, I would like to do a live demonstration of how to create the cube at home, even if you don't have professional equipment just yet. I'm going to show you how to get professional results at home, and we'll be able to demonstrate that live if we have enough participation. So let me see. On the YouTube side, I need y'all to share this live because the more people are live, the more this will help. So don't be stingy. Go ahead and share this information with others. So when we get to that part, this is definitely something I have not seen a lot of people sharing, especially publicly. So I would love to bring this type of information to you all. But in order to do that, I need to know that YouTube wants to see it. All right, and I'm just making sure that you all can see my Photoshop screen right now. And is that, we're good? All right, awesome, awesome. So Blake, I'll be needing you to run that camera when we get ready to do the live demo of the cube. Yep. Or actually you can use, I'm gonna be holding this phone, so you can use my camera stand at that time. You wanna use the camera stand now? That way you can go ahead and get it set up. But because I'll hold this one and I'll be taking them around the room with this one. All right. So again, before I get into the fun stuff of you all making things, what I want to do is make certain that we know how we're going to be preparing our artwork, because as lovely as we can make beautiful things on Canva and Photoshop, it doesn't matter if when you send it to the printer, garbage in is garbage out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn on my camera so y'all can see me for a second while I'm working. Can you all see me? I'm in the shop, y'all. That's what you hear on the noise. They've kidnapped me at the shop. I've been here for a few days now. But I'm having fun, so I'm not complaining. All right. So can you still can't see me on? Oh, I know why, because the microphone. Here, let me do this. Let me. Jeez Louise, Zoom. If you don't stop it, Zoom is a bug. Y'all hear me? Hold on. I hope you hear me, Zoom. You are a bug. Let me pin. All right. And I think what you have to do, customer happiness, is on your end, because I think you all are showing the screen view. I think you have to change the view so that you do not show the non-video participants. So when you go full screen on Zoom, you go to view, and then you'll go to hide non-video participants. Boom, and then I should pop up. All right, so in the Zoom room, we can see and hear me. And then customer happiness, if you would help me also make sure that everyone has their cameras and mics turned off. I'm gonna go ahead and stop video here for a few that I see going. Okay, perfect. Now, do you still see my screen share? Let me know if you see my screen. Perfect. All right, so remember when I told you all that, so look, right here, here. Oh, Nate, I was just letting you know we're live. We're on YouTube. Hi, Nate. Everybody say hi to Nate. Listen, y'all didn't see that was not Nate. That was Slate. His name is Slate. I'm just kidding. Nate is a big jokester here at the shop, and he's definitely a character if you've ever met one. Loving character. All right, so what I want to do is I want to show you how that magic file that we were working on yesterday, we were able to take that file and it gives us some extra PNG files. Let me show you. Right? I'm going to bring this over here to the screen. If you did not know this, now my triple OGs knows that it was a master file. And usually when I make master files, I make my master file so that it outputs some other information here, right? So although we see one image, I make the master file so that it outputs different images as well. So I have this white spotlight, I have the menu text, I have the welcome text, I have the logo text, I have this foreground, which includes the logo and the photo. Of course, we use this deer as our photo in the flip. I have the accent image, and I actually advanced this template a little bit. So for those who took the class yesterday, I'm going to include this more advanced version because it also breaks down the mirror and it breaks down these little additional backgrounds. So we didn't go over background 2 and 3. We only did background 1. But now that you're confident in Photoshop, because I got you to where you're not afraid of Photoshop, right? So now I got you where you're feeling a little comfortable. We can do some really advanced things that, of course, we can't do in Canva. I showed you a lot of things last night that you can't do in Canva, but we can do in Photoshop. So this is one of those things as well. As I change this document here, this is a dynamic document. Watch this. If I change the background to no longer be the rectangle, and I want to do our fancy frame here, if I go on over to the folder I just showed you, see how the background changes to the fancy frame immediately? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a folder right now. I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to make a folder here. And I'm going to call this 291 Butterfly Teal and Purple. Now, the reason why I'm labeling it like this is because I want to have a way that I can preserve these images, because every time I flip it, like if I flip this to a red Santa Claus design, those images are going to change. This is my way of preserving all these little pieces here. I'm going to copy, open up this folder and paste them in there. So that's preserving them. And if I go to view, the extra large icons. I can see them here now. Now what's going to happen is I want that instead of the contour being the shape here, I actually want the rectangular one. I'm going to show you why in a second. So I'm going to grab the rectangular one. And I know not much else has changed other than that rectangle, but I'm going to take the BG contour, okay? And all I'm going to do is put the word rectangle at the end. If I can spell rectangle, rectangle. All right, so I'm going to take that one. I'm going to copy it and place it in this folder. So now I have the background with the contour shape, and I also have the background with the contour rectangle. All right, there's one more background that I want to grab from this because I'm going to use this so many different ways, y'all. I want to grab that sublimation background, okay? Because I think that's going to come in handy for my project. So here, I'm going to go back to my asset. And lo and behold, see, it made my sublimation background here. I'll take that one. And I have the background contour. And I'm going to put a dash and I'm going to put sublimation. All right, and I'll grab that one, I'll copy it, and see how it kept my contour rectangle and my contour sublimation? Those are basically me making variations of what this automatically makes. Now, we're not doing this in class tonight. What we're going to do in class tonight is actually, we're going to learn some about making the cubes first. And then we're going to have a guest coach coming in, Coach City's coming in, and she's going to be teaching us about how to do our social media marketing so that we can get ready for the holiday sales and Black Friday. And then after that, I'm going to show you all how to make a very quick, very easy motion graphic in Canva. Yes, I use Canva. Of course I use Canva. I'm going to make a video motion graphic with Canva. And I'll be showing you all how to do that so that you can have really easy ways to make videos, because some of you don't want to make videos. Okay, I understand. Some of you say, well, Shannon, I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to record videos. I don't want to edit videos. So I'm going to show you how to take some of your images, your mock-ups, your pictures, and make a quick motion video out of those so that when you put them on Instagram and Facebook, they can be counted as reels, even though it's just pictures. Okay. All right. So I'll be showing y'all that a little bit later. All right, so while I'm here, I want to just give you an idea of what all I have saved here in my folder. I have my welcome message. I have my menu message. I have my spotlight here, background 1, background 2, background 3. Then I have the background contour. Of course, we did our pattern there, remember? Then I have the sublimation, rectangle, and the frame contour. So this is everything that I need to build whatever I want. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now. Make sure everything's viewing. You all are viewing this on your side. And Hannah, I know that you are, I know that you're sharing your screen over on the YouTube side, but I need you to help me out here. Go ahead and go to your settings where you are showing your view. You may have to come out of full screen for a moment. And I need you to, at the top right corner, Hannah, go to where it says view. And then exit full screen and then go back up to view. And I want you to hide non-video participants. Okay, that should work. Give me just a second to make sure it's keeping up with us. Okay, got you. Do hide self view for a second. Hide self view. And right now you have side-by-side speaker. Go ahead and choose a standard up there at the top as the go to view and choose standard. Okay, and that should be good there. Okay, perfect. So now they see the video at the top. They see my screen, and then you all, this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to remind me, because last time I was showing y'all around the shop and I left the screen view up. So the video y'all were seeing of the shop was like this big, and then my screen was big. Okay, so whenever I'm getting ready to do the shot of the shop, so that just so that you all get to see up close what we're working on, please remind me, hey Doc, can you turn off the screen share while you're doing that, and then that way you all can see much bigger and much more detail. Okay, I know y'all will remind me. Okay, so Felicia, you don't see my screen. You may have to change your view because you get to pick what you see. I'm sharing my screen and I'm also sharing my video right now. So you have to pick what you see. When you choose view, try choosing standard, and then that should work for you. Okay. Now on YouTube right now, I just have up the images that are in my folder. And then I'm also going to show you how I flip this cube here. So let me know in the chat on Zoom and YouTube, do you all see the cubes right now? And this is the cube template. I've been working hard for y'all now. Listen, I'm up here with Lynn at Hot Lynn, and we are developing some really cool projects for y'all. So I need to make sure y'all can see it so you know what we're going to do. Okay. All right, team, you see me now? Awesome. And then make sure if you're in the challenge or you're in Craft to Quit, you're supposed to be in the Zoom room. Okay. You can be on YouTube too. That's fine. But in the Zoom room, I'll be able to see your questions and help you out. On YouTube, I'm just glancing over every now and then because I can't look at both at the same time. Okay. All right. Perfect. So yes on YouTube and yes in the Zoom room. Let's make it do what it do. Okay. So first and foremost, I want you to understand that these cubes are going to be about 2 feet tall and wide in a depth. Okay. So these are going to be substantial size images and props. And what you can do is you can do several cubes and you can stack them. I'll give you some ideas for this kind of stuff later, but usually you'll be stacking either 3 or 4 cubes, right? So I want to show you quickly how you'll be able to change this out because y'all know I'm all about working smart and not hard. So what do we have? Smart objects. Okay, say it with me, smart objects. All right, so this is a smart template. And all I want you to be able to do is just come here and say, you know what, Shannon, I want to change the top. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to these special images that I saved from the template, and I'm going to build this out, okay? Okay, and customer happiness, do me a favor and make sure everyone in the Zoom room is on mute, and then also that the cameras are not turned on. That way it'll make the Zoom run smoother. I want to unmute from my phone. There we go. Okay, can you all hear me now? Awesome, awesome. Okay, I'll keep my phone up here too so I can see if you all pop up with any information for me. I know y'all keep me on my toes. Okay. All right, so I put the image of the pattern here as the base of that cube, but I want to kind of lighten it up a little bit because I'm going to end up putting the logo text on top too. So all I'm doing, y'all, is I'm dragging and dropping from my folder here, okay? And I'm going to make my images just a little bit smaller. There we go. All right. Now remember, this is all the output from the design that we designed yesterday. I'm going to take my logo text and I'm going to drag and drop it on top here. And I'm gonna make it just a little bit smaller so it doesn't take up the entire cube space. And y'all see those little magenta marks show up? That lets me know that I'm good and centered. Now what I wanna do is I want to make this a little, and you all could tell me, I'm gonna ask y'all suggestion, okay? So I'm gonna save here. And then what I'm gonna do is come on over to my cube. And I'm gonna ask you all which one you suggest. So this is my full 100% opacity background. And then I'm going to change the opacity. I have to turn off this pink pillow here. I'm gonna change the opacity to about 55%, hit save. And then I want you all to tell me if you like it better with the lighter opacity or the full opacity for the background of that cube. So just watch for me. I'm gonna save it and it's gonna update the preview. Okay, which one? All right, y'all like the full. Okay, good. All right, so you see already that I'm using the same elements we designed for the shirt, the welcome sign, the menu. We're using those same elements to make our cube. This is how we're gonna be able to get coordinating pieces. All right, and if you remember, we did a lot of pieces. And I don't know if you recall, but I went on live Monday and I showed you the big arches and the cutouts and all of those things. This goes with that theme. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with side 2 here. So I'm going to double click on it. And instead of me dragging and dropping every piece over, I'm just going to kind of explain to you what I'm doing here. I put the background 2 on here just to give it a little contrast. I added the accent one, but I changed the opacity to only 58%. So I'm going to crank it all the way up and show you what it looks like at full opacity. Then I'm going to add my photo 1. So whenever you want to do a watermark, or what we think of as a watermark, we can just bring down the opacity and it gives us a totally different look. So now I'm hitting save. I'm gonna close out of the top because you instantly 2 of my blocks of my cube, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna close out of this one now because I like it how it is. Double click on my side 3 here. And for this one, I'm just gonna use the straight up pattern here, see what that looks like. Close it and say yes to save the changes. All right. Has anyone here designed a cube before? If so, go ahead and give me a 100 in the chat. Let me know. If you've ever designed a cube, whether it be on Canva or on Photoshop, give me a 100 in the chat. Okay. Okay. Have you ever done it where it looked as easy as this? And let me know yes or no. Listen, my goal is to make these tools easy for you. Okay. So if you think this will be easy, I'm gonna see how you feel about it. Should I include this in the package that you all get as your bonus files inside of the Auto Design Me Challenge? Y'all want this file that I'm working on right now? Of course, I want somebody to be like, no, don't include it. I don't want this crap. You ain't showing me nothing. I got this already. Okay, all right. I hear y'all. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing for this one. I still put the background here with the pattern, but I also included, remember we made our AI image of the gate with the butterflies and we did the enchanted garden with the mushrooms. So I layered this one on top so that it gives me a nice little edge here with the pattern, but then I have my fresh gate garden right on top of that. So I'm going to use that as one of my sides. Now make sure that if you do any kind of opacity change, let me show you what happens here. If I don't turn this off, because I have faded edges here, it will show the image underneath. So I want to go ahead and turn that off. Let them know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. All right, and then I'll turn on the contour there. All right, so that's gonna be one of our sides here. We're gonna say yes to save the changes. All right, we have 4 sides of our cube done. Now you may say that, hey, there are technically, Shannon, I know a little bit about geometry, and I believe there's supposed to be 6 faces to a cube, but we're only doing 5 because we don't do the bottom. We do not do the bottom one. So it's unnecessary in this case for display. So let's go ahead and do the last side. Okay. And we're going to make this super easy. We're going to turn off the previous image. Go ahead and turn on the background. Now I want you to see my background is only at 45% opacity. That's full opacity. That's my butterfly there. That's the watermark version of the butterfly. Now I need y'all to tell me, should I do full opacity for this one? I'm going to save it and show you all. Okay. So it's updating right now. Should I do the full opacity of the purple, or should I bring down this opacity to about 45%, maybe even turn off the butterfly there? And I'm going to save it in just a second. I just want you to see what it looks like. I'm going to bring it in. And Blake, can you do me a favor? Go get Lynn. Let her know we're starting in about 5. Okay. All right. So this version or this version, let's see. If I hit save here, it's going to update it. And sometimes you need to see it right next to the other elements in the cube. So let me know, should I go back to the original one I just had, or do you like number 2 better? So 1 or 2? I think I like 2 better because I really wanted to see the details of the A. And you all, do y'all remember this class? This was last week's class. Remember we made our alphabet? Check it out, check it out. Okay. So I'm going to give you all this free AI prompts right here. Y'all check it out on YouTube. Now, if you are in the challenge, I might give y'all this class because we have
This meeting is being recorded.
holiday, for this Black Friday, for this end of 2024, Q4. I want you to rock out. Okay, it says the volume went out on YouTube. Hannah, can you check that out, please? And thank you, Tamara, for letting us know. It said it was frozen over there on the YouTube side. Tanya says, we back. I love y'all. Look, this is how much my C2Q crew loves y'all, even on the freebie side. They are checking us out on Zoom and on YouTube just to let me know if YouTube is able to hear. So this is how we rock as a community, as a tribe. They over here in the paid room, still checking on y'all in the free room. Do y'all hear me? Over there in the preview room, if you're on YouTube right now and you're watching this for free, please say thank you, C2Q. That's our Craft to Quit crew. That's my OG, triple OGs, my mentorship. They rock out with me, and they are obviously rocking out with y'all too. I love it. This is a community. So they're saying thank you. All right, my loves. So now what I want to do is I want to bring you back over to this cube side, right? I want to show you how we're going to turn this cube into a cube, okay? So now that I have this beautiful quick mock-up, I mean, not mock-up, this is actually the file size that we needed and everything. All right, I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to save a copy, and I'm just going to save this as a JPEG, okay? Save it as a JPEG as soon as I find JPEG, and then I'm going to save it, okay? And as a matter of fact, let me choose the file name because I want to save it as something I'm going to remember. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And then at the end here, I'm going to put that this is my butterfly, and this will be teal purple. And I'm just going to put the letter A so I remember I use that. Now, once the JPEG is flat, I cannot edit that particular version anymore. But if I happen to edit this again, now I will have a flattened version of this file that I will send over to the printer, and we'll show you. I won't show you us actually printing it because I didn't want to take up that valuable YouTube time, because we got to be off of YouTube, because y'all know Coach City is going to start on time. So she will be here at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to have to kick y'all out the Zoom room, whether we're done or not at 8 o'clock, okay? All right. All right. Coach Ann said she can teach the Photoshop one-on-one class this Saturday. So I am going to open up that class. Coach Najla, can you go ahead and change the date on the listing to this Saturday, the 16th? So if anybody, perfect, she's going to change that for y'all. So say thank you to Coach Ann and Coach Najla, because they are going to, y'all said y'all needed that Photoshop one-on-one class. And I'm telling you, here, let me bring it up real quick. Hold on. Let me just bring it up real quick. We have a special guest come up here and help us make this cube today, y'all. All right. So if you're not in the holiday challenge and you want these resources that I'm talking about right now, you want the replays, please make sure that you grab them, okay? You can be in the free challenge, challenge o'clock. We get into you getting something serious over here in the Zoom room, okay? So make sure you sign up for that. And then Coach Najla, if you would do me a favor and under the hands-on real-time help, put that class for Coach Ann on there. And I'm just gonna look it up real quick. It's 101B. If y'all look up 101B, it'll be right there. That's Coach Ann. Now let me show you what she does. This is what she does. You learn how to cut the background off of a photo, how to fade off the photo in Photoshop. You can layer mask from scratch. Y'all, you're building this in Photoshop. You're going to add text effects. So you're not going to have that flat, ugly text. You're going to have some cool text effects with glitter, drop shadows, and all. And you're going to create a final PNG and a final template. It will be your template for life, okay? You can use that template for probably 90% of the projects that you want to do, as far as especially for your t-shirts and flyer graphics and that sort of thing. It just gives you a very simple way to build a design very quickly. Now, you'll learn also how to set up your workspace. You'll learn what all of the important tools in Photoshop do in one 90-second, I wish it was 90-second, 90-minute class. So it's an hour and a half. You learn everything that you need to learn hands-on in this class. So right now, the class is only $47. So even if you didn't join the challenge, you say, Shannon, I'm not ready for the challenge yet. I don't have the 197. If you at least join this $47 class, you will have the tools that you need at your disposal. You'll have one template that you made yourself that you can use over and over and over again until you make that 197, and you will never, ever want to miss another challenge like this one. I promise you. Yes, you will need dual screens because you'll need two different devices like an iPad and your computer, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get back to the class here. I've shown you how to lay this out as a JPEG and save it as a JPEG. So if I were sending this to the printer, then I'm gonna go to my large format folder. You'll see basically what I have here. So this is what I sent to the printer earlier. We're actually going to lay this up on the proper materials and all. We're going to talk about the materials too. But this would be my second one that I would send over to the printer, okay? So Lynn, come here real quick. Come here real quick. We're about to record our session. Okay. I just want to introduce you all to Miss Lynn. She is a phenomenal human being. Who's drawing on my screen right now in the Zoom room? Look, they excited. Natalia, you drawing on my screen? How'd you do that? Natalia like, oh, I want to have that right there. She probably touched on her screen and drawing on it. Okay, Natalia, it's okay. I'm going to give you that graphic. Would you like to have that graphic? So hi, Miss Lynn. Okay, so Lynn's going to show us in just a moment how to do these cubes from home the professional way, right?
No tools.
No tools, just a
At the table.
well, we're gonna use a squeegee, right?
Yeah, but
Like
not
literally, like a $4 squeegee.
Yep.
If you all listen, if you want to see this happen, give me
you guys that so I'm going to show you, we're going to start showing you the basics around them. So if you don't have what I have, you can still make it look like you have what I have.
okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get live with it right now. I don't know if you said you couldn't hear. Now I don't know if what I'm gonna do, I guess, is take out my ear pod now. Take that out. It might get a little noisy in here, y'all. It's probably gonna be a little noisy, but that's because we're in a workshop and work is going on. Are y'all okay with that? Can we deal with that? Okay. Can you hear? You can hear better now? I'll get Lynn over in just a moment. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to make sure that I am near Lynn and myself when I have the phone. And then I'll also turn the phone camera on so that you can see closer up, okay? So give me just a moment, y'all. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to start video. So if y'all see all my nose hairs and stuff, just know it's not intentional. I'm starting my video. Let's see. Yep, look, the camera went right up my nose. Thank you, camera. Let me see if I can flip this thing around for you. All right, let's flip the camera. All right, so you all should be able to see. Now I'm going to stop my screen share here. Stop screen share. And then I'm going to pin this one. Boom, boom, boom. And I will unpin, remove the pin from this one. So now you all should be seeing my shaky hand right now. Y'all seeing everything? Seeing around the shop? See my brother in the academy with my niece and nephew. They in the mix too. All right, and I'm gonna wait for Lynn to get right back. But in the meantime, I'm gonna walk around and show you all some stuff that's going on. Cam is on the mic. Cam, how you doing tonight? Okay, Cam told me he was a little YouTube shy. Can we show Cam that we don't bite? We actually love what he's doing right now, and we want to see what's going on. Pam said, "What you doing with all that hair?" She said, "Give her some." Beautiful hair. Now, one thing Cam is doing right now, or Cam, can you tell me what you're doing right now? Uh-huh. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And what kind of tool are you using? A box cutter. Y'all, that's something that you can get from the hardware store. Look at that. Boom, just like that. Okay. So when Lynn says she's going to show you how to rock and roll with some very basic tools, she's not playing. Now, she also has the big boy tools, and we'll show you that a little bit later. But for today, I want to make sure that we keep it simple, keep it something beautiful and light that you all know, and you can build your confidence doing this stuff at home, okay? Oh, Chantal, you're in ATL. Okay, my love. Well, we'll have to tell you we're doing a class, a hands-on class, just like this, where we're going to be doing all of the tall stuff. I might take y'all over to where all of our other props are, because some of you didn't see the props the other day. Look, is there a light in there? In the room where the big props are? Oh, y'all want to bring it back out here so we can have some fun? Look, everybody is going all out of their way for y'all. Y'all better say thank you. Throw some hearts out there. Throw some likes, because I know my brother just cussed me out when he walked around that corner. I just know he did. But listen, it's all out of love. He's still gonna do it for y'all. All right, I'm gonna show you a few things while we got Lynn coming up. So this is a cutout as well. And remember I was telling y'all about the trends, right? Remember we did the coquette bows. This is one of the trends right now. Is this that's the coquette bow right here. And really it's not a coquette bow. It's just basically a bow that has some of the however those words are. I don't know all those French words, but it's basically French detail design. It's really popular right now. You've seen it all over Etsy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So remember we did the AI class with our bows. These are standees or photo boards. Do y'all want to learn how to do photo boards professionally? I'm not talking about laying them on your floor and sticking your knees in the corrugated sign panels and bending them all up and stuff. I'm talking about doing it professionally, even at home. This isn't a bunch of panels of prints purchased from CVS. This is professional solvent printed vinyl. The vinyl that you get from CVS is more than likely a water-based print. Okay, a water-based printer is not going to produce the result that you will get from a solvent printer. It's not going to have the longevity, and it's also not going to be able to go outdoors as well as the solvent printer will. Okay. All right. So TQ, I know you got some professional tools over there. I know you're going to be learning the next level of this stuff so that you can add to your mix. So like I said, those are standing boards there, some more standing boards. I'm going to show you the back of the standing boards. So these stand all by themselves, so you don't have to use the photography stands. And these typically are, the biggest these go is 4 foot wide by 8 feet tall. Sometimes they are 4 foot wide by 10 feet tall, but that's considered oversized. So I would not offer that unless you have the ability to get those boards easily in your hometown, because they cost a lot of money to ship. Now this is a big boy printer right here. This is printing on banner material, okay? So what happens once this is printed on the banner material, it's laid out and they use, this is a grommet press, okay? And that's how those grommets are placed there. There's also double-sided banner tape. This double-sided banner tape is a permanent adhesion with the banner, so it creates those nice pole pockets or those hems. So some people like the raw edge of the banner, and some people like the banner to be hemmed at the edge. And when you hem it and do the grommets, it adds reinforcement to the material. Let's see what we have. My nephew was excited to see this Rubik's Cube, so now he might want a Rubik's Cube birthday. So we'll see about that. Now these other printers are going over here, printing the vinyl, okay? So this is permanent vinyl. This is not the vinyl that you want to be putting on floor wraps, okay? They have a very special material to do floor wrap material. So I'm going to be teaching you all this. Miss Lynn is going to be teaching you all this in a hands-on class in Atlanta. And I will give you the exact date, but I believe it's either December 8th or December 9th. Okay, hands-on class. And we may do a sublimation day as well. So we'll let you know. But see how these are printing these beautiful photo images? But I want you to have some understanding. What I'm going to teach you in the free class that I'm going to do for those who are inside of the challenge, I'm going to teach you how to optimize your graphics, how to upscale certain things. For instance, this image right here is beautiful, but when it's blown up truly big, this was probably, possibly designed in Canva, but the text there looks pretty good, but the image is very pixelated. And that has nothing to do with the printer, y'all. Nothing to do with the printer. That has everything to do with how we submit our art to the printer. So I'm going to be training you all on how to prepare your artwork. Like this photograph is much cleaner, much clearer because it was a higher resolution to begin with. So how you submit things to the printer is very important. So I'm going to be teaching you all how to submit these files to Hotlanta or to any printer that you're using. I'm also going to be creating more template files for you all, like this cube template here. Remember the cube template right here? So I'm creating these templates so we have no excuse but to send quality graphics to Miss Lynn, because whoever completes that class and gets certified with that class, like I said, I'm doing it for free for the people who are in the challenge. When you get certified in that class, you will get a very special deep discount code in order to print with Miss Lynn. So when you need banners, when you need this sticker paper that's printed out over there in order to make your photo boards at home, then she's going to offer you a very good price because she will not have to check your artwork, because you all are going to be certified through me and be able to make your full-scale artwork. Remember this from the mock-up? This is artwork I submitted to Lynn. She printed on the vinyl. We added it to the corrugated plastic sign. We also call it Coroplast, Coroplast. That's how these big cutouts were made here. Remember, this is all our AI. This is AI class number AI 048 now, in case you're wondering. That's what made all this stuff. This big old nutcracker. Let me watch where I'm backing up. This thing is 8 feet tall. It's a cutout. Okay. I can show y'all the detail in this thing. I ain't scared. Okay. I just seen either a really big rodent or one of my one of my fellow shop members hiding from me. Look, no, but listen, she is who holds it down up here at the shop. She's answering the phone. She's making sure y'all get what y'all need. This is a beautiful place to be, y'all. Not only did we make beautiful things, but some beautiful people up here helping out. All right, so let me see. Let me do a little check-in here. I'm coming back to the computer because I want to see if y'all had any questions. Pam says, don't be hiding. We family now. So you adopted. You are adopted. Tell my, hey, friend. All right. Yes, Sharon, they do look really 3D and realistic. And these are all flat materials. We'll get into some really cool stuff that we can do with this as well. All right. All right. All right. Let me check on YouTube for a second because y'all only got 10 more minutes with us, YouTube. Then we out. You feel me? I love y'all, but y'all got to get into the Zoom room when you get a chance. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Blake, can you go or here? Where did Lynn go? Oh, you do? Are you doing the backs of the stands right now? Okay, let's show us that. All right. So while we're waiting on Lynn, hey, let's see. We only got 10 more minutes before we gotta. She. What? This and that. Whatever one was talking about. Okay. All right. So what I'll just do it, and I'll just need. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do it on this. So the cube for me. Can you do that for me? Okay. Okay. Thank you, my love. Because we only have 10 minutes, so I want to make sure that we can demonstrate that. Okay. Oh, go ahead and finish this, love, because they're watching you right now. Do this. So he's making a custom stand for the back. Kim, you want to tell me what you're doing? Take your time, baby. You got it. Okay. So look how that just stands up. Boom. Just like that. Okay. So. All right. One side. Scored on the same side that you put the tape on. So we're centering this in the middle of the graphic. Okay. So he's peeling off the backing of the double-sided tape. And is this the same as the banner tape?
Yes.
Perfect. So it's the same as the banner tape. Cutting off that excess right at the top there. Beautiful.
So
okay.
it has something to actually.
Got you. So he's going to cut out a window here. I like to make up terms. So cutting out a window here. What? He's showing out for YouTube. That's why. Okay. Now, okay. So what's the difference between scoring and cutting through the material?
You're not, because I'm not cutting all the way through.
Uh-huh.
Get access. So you can close it.
Oh, so you can close the window. So it acts as a hinge then, right? Okay, so when you score it, you're basically hinging the material. When you cut through, you're cutting through the material. Beautiful. Just now, I'm sure it's going to take us a few tries to get pro like Cam. But listen, the whole point is that we want to show you how to do pro level work, even at home, even if you don't have all of the big fancy equipment. I'm going to be sharing with you all tomorrow how you all can be a part of getting this professional design shop to send you the prints. So all you have to do is this part right here. And we're going to tell you where you can get the Coroplast from. So you're not spending $30 on Coroplast from Home Depot and Lowe's if you don't have to. Now, sometimes you got to because you got to go ahead and just get what you get locally. But for instance, I have a local place in Jacksonville where I get my Coroplast from for only $11.57. Beautiful. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna, you have a, well, no, we can't assemble that cube. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna lay this cube out. We're supposed to lay it out by hand, but since we're running out of time, this one right here, hold on. I gotta show them the box. Okay, so this is what's gonna come to your doorstep right here. All right. So Cam is wrapping up his last one there, and then he's gonna help us do this with the machine because actually I do have a hard card that is in my the second pocket of my laptop bag. Okay, so this is a FedEx box here that if you order the prints from Hotlanta, now you can order prints right now from Hotlanta, like with no discount code or anything like that, no certification, and you'll pay the regular price, but they still have great prices. Okay. But if you do our program, which if you're in the challenge, like I said, the program is going to be free. My whole point is to make sure that you're ready to send in art that is print ready. Okay. So it's going to come to you. And if you would, can you hold this phone for me? And I'm going to try to stay close to the phone so that you can hear me. All right. And we'll just angle that down. And let me make sure, I'm just going to do a check real quick. Yep. All right, YouTube. I hope you all can hear me and see me. Okay, so this is how your prints are gonna come in a roll, in a box like this. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Okay. All right, y'all. Try that conversation and now we're almost done. I promise y'all I look. Okay. I'm gonna put on this mic here so we can record for us. All right. Now this is permanent vinyl here. It's printed on a professional printer. And can you tell us a little bit about this process, how you do it on the laminator? Because we're going to talk about also how you can do it with this little squeegee tool here. But have you done both?
Yeah.
Okay. So how I'm gonna come on over here for a second so they can hear you, because it's a mic right here.
It's not really much of a difference. All you're doing is becoming the machine. All right. So laying this down, get a piece of Coroplast, and all I'm doing is putting it on this machine.
Hold on
right
a second, Cam. I'm gonna mic you up. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Look, Cam told me earlier. I think can see. Look.
He can see.
Yeah, we might have to put you on the map. You don't see what for one time. Watch my foot. Let's see, because he got this bling bling on. It might be rubbing all against the mic. If y'all hear the bling bling, okay. Look, you know. Yeah, you know you got to touch it. Right? Yeah, make sure. Okay.
All right. So like I was saying, you're just becoming a machine. All right. So put it on a piece of Coroplast, goes under. Taking the first piece off. All this is just a big snip. That's all this is. So I get a little piece out. and I need the piece to come, it's not gonna do what it needs to do.
Maybe the vinyl is used to the
Sure
job.
does that.
To be clear, vinyl. Gotta peel that back a little bit.
All right, so boom.
Got it.
Right here, my finger, it's just a big sticker. All right. You won't mess up. No, we are. So, yeah, so like I said, come in the machine, doing it with your hands, it's easy, real easy.
So then are you gonna? Okay, well, we only got 5 more minutes on that last thing. Okay.
How big was that?
So let's just do this one with the core class then, like with the lamination technique that you use, so then we can show how she does it by hand.
Okay.
Because we have to provide it. And right now we're waiting for the class.
Over here.
Watch your head, bro. So Cam is making sure that everything is on the core class, and he's making sure that the edge is lined up with the graphic, the print, and the edge of the material, because the straighter you have it there, the more lined up it's going to be against the flutes.
Taking this piece off the backing, the big sticker.
So he's taking the backing off of the big sticker. And he's just peeling it back just a little bit, not all the way.
This would be for me to still pull it off. Tuck it right there. Lay the first piece down. Back, and the piece that I just tucked under is right here.
You know what, Kim? I got an idea. Well, we can't do it now because we already put that on. I was gonna say we could do the top by hand and the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll show you all how to do the top.
Back over.
Follow him. Yep, you got it. All right. So this is the method with the laminator. This is a cold laminator. You would do this, especially if you have large volume of jobs. But what I would like to be able to show you, we ran out of time today, y'all. So we're gonna have to run this back where we show you how to do it with just this little tool right here. So we had to end at 8 o'clock because Coach City is here, and we have to respect Coach City's time because y'all already know she don't play with her time, okay? So we will reintroduce that part. I don't know if we'll be able to do it today still, but I will definitely let you all know. And on the YouTube side, I will put y'all in on game, okay? I won't let you forget, so that we can show you how we're actually gonna cut and score this thing, and then be able to fold it up into a box, whether you laid it out by hand or you laid it out with the cold press machine, okay? So let's go ahead and get the Zoom room ready for Coach City. Hold on, Coach City, I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and let you have my Zoom room. Hold on just a moment, my love. At Customer Happiness, if City's on, you could go ahead and turn off my camera and bring Coach City on.